In the world of performance, some cars are built for the track, chasing tenths of a second under a blazing sun. But others are born for the street. They are apex predators designed to dominate the asphalt jungle, combining breathtaking power with head-turning style. Tonight, we're putting two of the most potent street fighters on the planet head-to-head. This isn't just about raw numbers or over 60 times. This is about attitude. It's about which machine delivers the biggest thrill, the sharpest looks, and earns the ultimate bragging rights when the lights turn green. So, which modern marvels are we unleashing on the city tonight? Give me the contenders, and let's find out which one truly rules the road. Standing between the two parked, dusty SUVs in a rugged landscape, off-road warriors assemble. For decades, two names have dominated the trails and the dreams of adventurers everywhere. But today, the game is changing. In this corner, the Challenger reborn. After 15 long years, an eternity in the car world, we have an all-new Toyota 4Runner. It promises modern refinement, legendary Japanese reliability, and a whole new level of capability. And in this corner, the living legend, electrified. The Jeep Wrangler. Its DNA traces directly back to World War II, but this is the 4xe, a plug-in hybrid that brings silent, electric torque to the party. Host, so we have a clash of titans. Modern engineering versus iconic heritage. A smooth turbo 4 versus plug-in hybrid muscle. We're going to push these two to their limits, from the highway grind to the mountain trails, to find out which of these off-road icons reigns supreme. In 2025, let's dig in. The on-road reality check. Alright, let's start where you'll spend 99% of your time, even if you don't want to admit it, on the pavement. And I'm just going to be blunt, this is an easy, decisive win for the Toyota. After 15 years, the leap forward is staggering. The new 4Runner rides with a composure the old one could only dream of. It's quieter, the handling is vastly improved, and it just feels like a modern, well-built SUV. The cabin is roomier, there's more storage, and this big, crisp screen is light years ahead of the old system. You can actually have a conversation in here. Under the hood, this TRD Off-Road Premium has Toyota's new standard engine, a 2.4-litre turbo 4-cylinder, making 278 horsepower. It's paired with a slick new 8-speed automatic, and for the most part, it feels perfectly adequate. It's not going to snap your head back, but it gets the job done smoothly. And then, there's the Jeep. Driving the Wrangler on the highway feels like stepping back in time. Yes, the doors and roof come off and the windshield folds down, which is awesome. But that comes at a cost. The wind noise is intense. The ride is busy. It wanders in its lane. You're not just driving the Jeep, you're actively managing it. But the Wrangler has a secret weapon. This isn't just any Jeep. It's the 4xe plug-in hybrid. And it is shockingly wildly quick, with a combined 375 horsepower and a massive 470 pound-feet of torque from its gas engine and electric motors. This thing launches. At the test track, it hit 60 miles per hour in just 5.4 seconds. The 4Runner, a much more leisurely 7.8 seconds. This hybrid boost is so strong, you can even kick the tail out with traction control off. It's genuinely fun and completely unexpected, but all that go needs whoa. And this is where the on-road story gets a little scary for the Jeep.to stop from 60 miles per hour. The 4Runner, on its all-terrain tires, took a respectable 127 feet. The Wrangler, on its even more aggressive off-road tires, needed a staggering 149 feet. That's more than a full car length longer. In an emergency, that's the difference between a close call and a bad day. It's a fact of life with Wranglers, they just don't stop well. So, on the road, the verdict is clear. The Wrangler offers hilarious bursts of speed, but the 4Runner is the vehicle you'd actually want to live with every single day, where the pavement ends. But let's be real, you don't buy these for the commute. You buy them for this. We're out here in the mountains to see what happens when the going gets tough. It wouldn't be fair to just find the gnarliest rock obstacle and declare the Jeep the winner. We wanted to simulate how people really use their off-roaders on rutted, muddy, and rocky forest trails. We started by running these trails at speed, and the 4Runner was an absolute superstar. It just ate up the ruts, rocks, and bumps. The new chassis and suspension tuning make it feel completely at home, confident, and in control. The Jeep, on the other hand, was not happy. It crashed and bashed its way over everything, sending jolts through the cabin and beating us up. Its solid front axle, which is great for slow speed articulation, makes for a punishing ride on trails like this. Now, let's talk about the serious stuff. Both of these SUVs have a locking rear differential, a must-have for tough terrain. But neither of them, in these specific trims, has a front locker or a disconnecting front sway bar. You'd need to step up to a Wrangler Rubicon or a 4Runner TRD Pro or Trailhunter for that hardware. And that's a key point that came back to bite the Jeep later on. The 4Runner TRD Off-Road does have one interesting feature: this massive chin spoiler. When we posted a picture online, a Toyota designer actually commented and said, "Seriously, take the thing off if you're going off-road. It's removable." He said it helps with highway MPG, but it looks like it would get ripped right off on the first rock. But you know what? With some careful maneuvering, it never actually held us back. It's made of a soft, flexible plastic, so it just bends out of the way. And with Toyota's excellent multi-terrain select system dialed in, the 4Runner shocked us, crawling through obstacles where it was lifting opposite tires completely off the ground. It was far more capable than we thought it would be, and this is the plot twist. The Jeep did not impress. Now, hear me out. The Wrangler 4xe could do everything the 4Runner did, but we then tried two more difficult obstacles, the kind a Wrangler should walk up, and it got stuck both times. Without that disconnecting sway bar, it couldn't use the full articulation of its solid front axle. We ended up just bashing the rock sliders trying to climb a rock that a Rubicon would have made look easy. The supposed ultimate advantage just wasn't there. The final calculation and verdict.so, the 4Runner was better on the road and more confident on the trail. But there's one final, crucial piece of the puzzle: the price. As tested, this well-equipped 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium comes in at $57,670. The Jeep Wrangler 4xe Willys. This one showed up with an eye-watering sticker price of $69,100. That is a massive difference. Now, to be fair, if we had the hybrid 4Runner, its price would be closer to $60,000. But this Jeep was also loaded with options. Even if the prices were identical, our decision would be the same. After driving them back to back, the choice became surprisingly clear. The Wrangler 4xe is an intriguing mix of old-school charm and new-school tech. That hybrid power is addictive, but its on-road manners are punishing, and in this specific trim, its off-road prowess wasn't the ace in the hole we expected. The winner of this comparison, and a massive achievement for Toyota, is the all-new 2025 4Runner. It took them a long time to build this truck, but it was worth the wait. It is vastly more comfortable and civilized on the road. It's more confident and composed on the kind of trails most people will actually drive. And it proved to be a surprisingly capable crawler when things got technical. It strikes a near-perfect balance between a daily driver and a weekend warrior that the Jeep, in this form, just can't match. Would the result be different if we pitted a top-dog Rubicon against a 4Runner TRD Pro or the new Trailhunter? Maybe, and we can't wait to find out. So there you have it. Toyota has delivered a knockout. The king may not be dead, but there's a new and very serious contender for the crown. Want to see that TRD Pro versus Rubicon battle? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more epic off-road showdowns. Thanks for watching.